Hey, this is Tony with Salt Strong, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question from one of our insider members. This is from Barry Nicholson, and it has to do with bridge fishing, and more specifically, does time of day matter? So the question from Barry is, the weekends, it's tough for him to get out on the water super early. Thinking about hitting the bridges starting around 11 a.m. Are the bridge dwellers still biting at that time of day in the summer heat? So in the summer, those types of areas are going to be very good to fish pretty much all day long. What you're going to want to pay attention to is the current, because you're going to want to have moving water when you're fishing the bridges, because that's going to give those fish more food, basically funneling through those bridges when the water is moving. So it could be incoming tide or outgoing tide. In the summer months, outgoing tide at night seems to be really good, and then an incoming tide during the day seems to be good. So make sure you time it right around the tides. That's going to be the biggest factor when you're out there. So like I said before, bridges can be great places to fish throughout the day. In the heat of the day, that could be a really good place to fish. So let's say you're fishing a flat early in the morning, and then the sun comes up, starts getting hot out, that flat starts to die off. That's when I would move to those deeper areas later in the day, around noon, lunchtime, and throughout the afternoon. And then when that sun starts coming back down later in the evening, those twilight periods just before the sun sets, that's when I would move back up to the flats, and those fish should most likely start feeding again, especially in the summertime. So long story short, fishing bridges in the summertime can be productive pretty much any time of the day. What's going to be more important is what's the tide doing, and also, feeding times around moon phases, different, minors and majors. Pay attention to those things as well, because that can definitely help determine what would be the best time to fish around those bridges. So hopefully this video can help you out if you are trying to figure out, if you do go out fishing at a certain time, is that spot going to be good or not? Again, it's really going to depend on what the tide's doing and, those moon phases and things like that. In the summertime, first thing in the morning is typically going to be the better time to get out there if you can, especially if you're fishing the flats, but also if you're fishing bridges, inlets, and other things like that. Time of day can be very important, because those cooler periods of the daytime, early in the morning, later in the evening, those are usually prime time no matter what the tide's doing. But when you do get into the middle of the day, that's when the tides are going to be more of a factor, in my opinion. So again, this question was from one of our insider members. If you're not one of our insider members, I highly recommend checking it out. We do guarantee that you'll start catching more fish in less time, and also you have access to our private community page where you can ask all the questions you want. You'll get responses from us personally, and also all of our members that are on there as well. They're very helpful. They're willing to help out with spots, tactics, trends, everything you need to help you start catching more fish. So definitely be sure to check that out. So that will wrap up this Q&A video. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. If you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online fishing club in America, because we actually guarantee that you'll catch more fish while saving time and also money on the tackle you need. We do this through premium education, our exclusive insider fishing community, and huge discounts on the best tackle for saltwater anglers. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, we hope to see you again soon.